All right, baby. Let's go. What's good, Carson? How we doing, brother? How was your Thanksgiving, man? Hope it was great. I ate so much food. It was absolutely bonkers, bro. I am hurting right now. Do 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 do. Let me check this real quick. That's right. What was your favorite dish, bro? Banana cream pie took the bait for me at the end, man. That was the goated play right there. He takes Saquon Barkley versus Baltimore as his first pick, dude. What's it gonna be, brother? I'm doing a little splash right now, taking all your guys' questions here till kickoff. So if you guys got any starts, sits for week 13, fire away, guys. I love Max Crosby. Josh Allen in the snow. What are these guys doing, bro? Original pumpkin pie. That was my wife's go-to, bro. Pumpkin pie was fire for her. Oh, I'm gonna go Nakua. We're gonna go wide receiver heavy here because I like the running back play you can get late in this as well. Joe Mixon, that was a nice pick. I like that pick a lot. Kyren down low, JT down low, great matchup. James Cook down low, Bucky Irving should be absolute gold at the end. Quarterback play. What's good, Tim? I don't trust the 49ers in the snow at all versus Buffalo. So I'm trying to stay away from anything that's like a short pass besides Kittle, you know. So I'm definitely rolling out Hopkins. Even though he's playing like low snaps, he's only played like 45% of snaps past 2 weeks, which is weird, but I like his touchdown upside better. Do 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 do. What's good, Jason? Are we starting Pacheco? I mean, depends on who your other options are. I think they're going to temper his expectations. They're not really going to need him versus the Raiders to win this game. I think it'll be a split between Hunt. So, I'm kind of iffy there. Thank you for the subscription, Lewis. Welcome to the channel, my man. Thank you, brother. All right, so he takes fucking McCaffrey, bro. I'm going to snag McBride here early. I think McBride's my tight end one. He had to grab CMC, bro. He went 3 running back heavy. Okay. Henry and Higgins off the board. Lamar Jackson still there. I'm going to go with Jalen Hurts here, and we're going to let the running backs fall back to us here. And hopefully Pickens can fall back. And hopefully we can grab JT. Kyren got snagged. Aaron Jones or Ken Walker. I mean, the Jets have been getting beat by gash plays. I mean, I wasn't on the Aaron Jones train last week, and he got 22 carries. He has a great matchup versus Arizona. I would go with the Aaron Jones matchup over Ken Walker EB, but I like them both. Aaron Jones is just always scary, man. He can always get nicked up in the game, and he's missed like 3-4 games, half the snaps this year, and he's just a tough start, but the matchup's amazing. I need to get, let's see who's going to fall here. And Jigba he takes. I'm actually, dude, Drake London versus Chargers. I don't really love it. I think I love Pickens more. I think I'm going to snag Pickens. Nakua, Collins, Pickens, McBride, Hurts, all super plus matchups this week. Carson Sleazeball, why is so much other channels so high on Gus Edwards? Gus hasn't done anything. I am not high on Gus Edwards at all. I don't even think they're going to use him as the J.K. Dobbins role. I think you'll see more Kamani Vidal and maybe Hassan Haskins as well. He's one of the ones I'm really, really low on. I'm going to go for the Jonathan Taylor bounce back here late. I love the matchup versus New England. And I'm honestly, I might even take Bucky here, man. Both Pacheco and Hunt, I could play both, but that would mean not playing. Yeah, you have to play James Cook. Dude, James Cook is an absolute smash matchup. It's going to be a snow game as well, really cold. So he's going to get 20 touches in that game. You can't avoid James Cook at all. We tapped in. What's up, Moet? How we doing, brother? Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving day. I ate so much food. It was absolutely bonkers. I am hurting today hard. I think I had 3 plates, banana cream pie, cookies. Jesus. I feel like I gained 10 pounds in one day. There goes Aaron Jones. There goes Drake London. See, James Cook or Bucky Irving is who I'm hoping fall back here. What's good, Jason? I am going to avoid everyone but Kittle. I don't even really know if I want to start Purdy either. Pacheco or Hunt, you got to go Pacheco, man. I know it's like a 50-50 on both. His first game back. The matchup is great for both of them. Do you have any other options though? Haha, you shook. You deserve it, dude. I'm trying to lose weight, Moet. Of course, all the holidays come. I gained 20 pounds during the season. Now I'm trying to lose weight at the wrong time. It's terrible. Marvin Harrison. I was going to take that. Nice pick up there. Flex play. Running back play. James Cook. Bucky Irving is gone. I'm going to go with James Cook here. We're going to ride the snow game. EB says, how do you feel about Brock Bowers? I love, dude. You're not sitting Brock Bowers ever, regardless of the quarterback, bro. He's gonna see 10 plus targets every game. One last pick for the flex. Oh my God, what matchup do I really love? Oh, the clock's ticking, the clock's ticking, the clock's ticking. Chase Brown versus Pitt is rough. Michael Pittman is rough. I should have saved my QB till the end. We're going to go Chase Brown, though. I don't love that one at all. On the road, pick up the wife, tuned in. Yeah, if you want to hop in Cord, too, I'll hop in Cord as well. I told Bandit, but I don't know where he's at. Yeah, he's not in there. I'm going to hop into another splash on draft if you guys want to jump in. Start Purdy or AR-50. I'm going AR-5, bro. Anthony Richardson. I don't trust the snow game with Purdy at all. Levis has been my guy for the past 3 weeks. This is the 1 week I do not like Levis, Jason. Crazy to say, but the way Commanders run that single high defense, it's really going to limit Calvin Ridley for the bomb over the top. And they don't really have, Chig popped a deep one last week. I just don't like Levis in this matchup, but I like Levis the rest of the season. Justine says super flex. I could play Pacheco and Hunt. James in the super flex spot. I have Josh. I'm playing Josh Allen and Murray no matter what. 100%. I like Murray for a bounce back smash play this week against Minnesota. James Cook, I'm starting no matter what. So it's either between Pacheco and Hunt, and that's like a coin flip. I'm going Pacheco, but I think they're both going to be about the same. So it's like a coin flip. Like I'm even starting in the big Scott Fishbowl right here. I'm even starting Hunt still. So, but I don't have Pacheco, but let me hop in here. BDE. What's good, brother? And at the end of the stream, guys, I will make a pick'em card here. And if we hit the card, I'll do a $100 giveaway if the card hits as well. He says start to Pacheco, Cooper, Pittman, Stevenson. I like Stevenson versus Indianapolis. It's a great matchup. Pittman versus New England is probably a better matchup than Amari Cooper in the snow. I mean, it's one of those snow games, so it's super tough. Like I've seen pictures of Buffalo right now where it's like 3 feet of snow on the ground. So I can't hear you. You're muted, Big Jeff Energy, by the way. I think I go Stevenson as my lock. Pacheco you can throw in there. I mean, Pittman I like, but he could draw a lot of Gonzalez because Downs is out. And then, man, it's just tough in the snow game versus the Niners. I do like Cooper, but the weather's terrible. I don't like Jennings at all, Jason. I don't like Jennings probably for the rest of the season, really. Demetrius, what's up, brother? Good morning. Who do I start in my flex? Full PPR, Kareem Hunt, Amari Cooper, Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, or Leggett? Man, Najee draws a super tough matchup. He has a high chance to fall in the end zone. Kareem Hunt now splitting with, Pacheco. Amari Cooper in a snow game. Etienne with a very tough matchup for Houston, and Tank Bigsby is back. Xavier Leggett, this is a super hard one. I'd probably just go Najee just for the touchdown upside. You can throw out, actually, if you know the weather's good and the weather looks better than it does right now, I'd go Amari Cooper. But if it's like a snow, like it says, like I've seen pictures in Buffalo right now at the stadium where the snow is like piled up. So that's kind of a tough one for me with Amari Cooper right now. Peanut Butter Jelly in the building. What's up, brother? How we doing, my man? Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I would go Stevenson and Pacheco. I love the matchup versus the Raiders. You just don't know how much Pacheco is going to be used, Jason. Going Jacoby. Oh my God, I would go Rashad, bro. The Carolina is 32nd versus the running back in every single category. Demetrius says another league. Who do I start in flex? Brian Thomas Jr., D-Hop, Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb gets a decent matchup versus Denver. D-Hop gets a good matchup, but I don't think they're going to need to pass much. And when you look at this right here, this is what's interesting about DeAndre Hopkins, which is crazy. He's only played under 50% of the snaps in the past 2 games. Yeah, he got the touchdown, against Carolina to save his day there. But he's not getting a lot of volume, bro. So he's kind of a scary play for me. I would probably go Brian Thomas Jr. I'm really high on Brian Thomas Jr. I like the matchup this week, Demetrius. Since it's O'Connell instead of Ritter, I mean, you're going to get McDuffie. He's a great shadow corner. But, I mean, I said the same thing about Patrick Surtain. No, we're in Discord, Bandit. Patrick Surtain didn't cover up on him well last week. So, I mean, that was, I kind of missed on that one with Jacoby Myers last week. Bandit in the building. EB says, I can hear you, yeah. Otton or Kittle, EB. Man, Otton has such a good matchup versus Carolina. It's hard to ignore. The snow may make it hard for Kittle. But again, if we can see like Sunday morning that it's not snowing, and you see like the field looks okay, I would definitely roll out Kittle. I mean, he's hard to sit. Happy Thanksgiving for Peanut Butter Jelly. I definitely had a good Thanksgiving, man. I am hurting right now. My stomach is in knots. I ate way too much, bro. Kenneth says, Hall, James Conner, Kareem Hunt, and Pacheco. I'm definitely starting Breece Hall. Kareem Hunt, Pacheco were on a 50-50 coin flip. James Conner has a terrible matchup this week, and he just rushed for 7 carries for 8 yards last week. It's really tough to be high on James Conner after that. He has a good chance to fall in the end zone. It's better weather. I mean, I go like 51-49 Pacheco over Conner, but Conner's going to see more volume. So I'd probably go Conner and wait a week on Pacheco and Hunt, even though I really don't like the Conner start. What's good, Jack? Start Pop Tillman or Worthy. I like Pop Douglas a lot this week, bro. I like the matchup versus Indy. I like that there's no weather, and I think it's going to be a big Pop Douglas week here.
I'm here.
What's good, Bandit? What's up, Garrett? Played Rico over B-Rob yesterday. Yep. I told you I liked Rico Dotto a ton yesterday, man. Absolute hit on that one. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one. I liked him, Keenan, and Tua. And Tua was a dangerous one. And then Big Jeff Energy like Jaden Reed. That one hit as well. I started Jaden Reed because he talked me into it. That was nice. These last 2 games have playoff implications. Playing against my homie. I have KC defense. Should I stay firm? I like I like McLaughlin and K Wright, bro. I like them. They're my like one pick up on the waiver wire right now. Number one should be Matt Wright if he's out there. The Raiders give up the most field goals. You're in Kansas City. They're probably going to dominate the game. But I like McLaughlin versus Carolina too. EB says Baker or Darnold. Baker, bro. Carolina, they struggle everywhere, man. I know Darnold's on a little heater, but I don't trust him. That Arizona defense has been better lately. What's good, Jeremy? Start Knicks, Stafford, or Kyler. Also Vikings, Texans, or Seahawks D. So I have a like gut feeling that Kyler and the Arizona Cardinals are going to bounce back against the Minnesota Vikings big time this week. And I like the over. I like Marvin Harrison to bounce back. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to say Kyler, even though it's kind of risky right now. And defensive-wise, so you get Vikings against the Cardinals. That's tough. Texans get the Jags, but T-Law is going to be out there. That could be nice. I think I'm going to go with the Seahawks versus the Jets, man. The Jets are just struggling, but I don't really love any of those options. Is there any other defenses available? Neighbors, man, Carson, it's done, bro. It's done. He's not going to be a safe start for the rest of the season, and that sucks to say, man. His volume is terrible from the quarterbacks. 199 holla from my guy Moet. Thank you, brother. Means the world, man. Demetrio says, another league, who do I start in the flex? Full PPR, Brian Thomas Jr., D-Hop, or Nick Chubb? With Eckler out and Brian Thomas looking like he's going to play, even though the matchup is bad versus Tennessee, I think I'm going Brian Thomas Jr. D-Hop's not seeing enough volume. Chubb, everyone's going to be high on, but that was a revenge game in the snow. It's going to be different against Denver. It's Chubb or I'd go 51-49 Chubb or Brian Thomas Jr. over Chubb. Can you hear me, Big Jeff Energy or Bandit?
Yeah.
What do you like from tonight's game?
First, Brian Thomas Jr. is playing Houston, so I like Brian Thomas Jr. way more than I like Nick Chubb because Houston gives up significant amount of chunk yardage.
Yeah. I told him BTJ over Chubb.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Bandit.
From tonight's game, I just like Bowers and Kelsey. That's it.
Bowers and Kelsey, that's the 1-2 punch?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Kelsey touchdown to break Tony Gonzalez record. Tony Gonzalez is in attendance.
Bo Nix.
Like Kelsey's yards too.
I'll show you what I like here. Bo Nix or Kyler Murray from Moet. Man, Bo Nix is too hard to sit right now. He's on a heater. You got to ride it. Even though I do like Kyler for a bounce back, I like Kyler to get 20 points, get 20 plus against Minnesota. Garrett says definitely starting Cook over Beer up 100%. Rashad and I have Allen. If Brees were to miss, Brees is out there already. MHJ, I love in the flex. I would go Cook. I would go Rashad. I would go Brees, and I would go MHJ. Or you? Well, let me see. Or I'd try to find a way to get MHJ in there. But I like all four of those plays. EB says Scary Terry, Ladd, Pickens, G. Wilson, Pop Douglas, or Akine. Need two. Oh, dude, Garrett Wilson is going to be on my smash play, and Ladd McConkey has such a good matchup. It's bonkers, bro. I would go Pickens and Ladd, although Garrett Wilson, I mean, you could go Pickens and Garrett Wilson, but those are the three. Pickens, Ladd, Pickens, Garrett Wilson. I don't like Scary Terry versus Tennessee. I like Pop Douglas, but not as much as them. And Akine, I'm not going to put in the same, category as the other guys. Let's see here. So this is what I like so far, Bandit and BD. I made a card right now.
And Bowers is, over his line and 3 out of 4 with Aiden O'Connell.
Bowers and Kels.
42nd versus tight end. So
Bowers and Kels is my lock. I like Matt Wright at 8.5 kicker points. And I like Pacheco at the 43 yards.
I haven't. Oh, what's the news on Pacheco? Because his workload.
They haven't dropped a workload. He's just out there, is what they say.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. There's no way I'm touching that then. It could be free if he plays enough. But
need to start one of those running backs in the flex. Okay, so definitely James Cook. You're definitely starting Breece Hall. And if it's between Rashad and MHJ, Rashad White's the floor play. I think MHJ has a big day. You got to start James Cook. James Cook should not ever be like a question. He's got to be a must start in this game too, especially in a bad weather game. So I'm going Cook. I'm going Breece Hall. I'd put MHJ in my flex if you can't fit him in as a wide receiver. And I'd put him over B-Rob, and I'd put him over Rashad White, even though I like Rashad White versus Carolina, but Bucky's kind of taking the job there. So, I mean, I'm just the GM, you're the head coach.
How do you like how I got Jonnu Smith in the 18th round?
God, dude, he's killing it, bro.
I love it, bro.
His targets are through the roof.
Another 100-yard game.
Garbage time, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, though. He still had, 70 without the garbage time?
Tyreek Hill with the garbage time tip touchdown. I'll take it.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, I needed that, too.
Aiden O'Connell at 214. No love there.
No
Patrick
way I'm
Mahomes
putting
at
that
17. I think one I really like is Amir Abdullah's receiving yards at 22.5. He's going to see a lot of dump offs.
I'm just going in and out of mute since I'm driving and I don't want to give you too much background noise. But you just let me know when you want my picks, all right?
Yeah, fire away.
All right. I like the under on Pacheco. I think he's going to play maybe 20 to 30% of the snaps at best. I like the over on Kareem Hunt. I love the over on Jacoby Myers receiving yards. I like the over on Brock Bowers receiving yards, over on Travis Kelce's receptions, or receiving yards. I like the receptions.
Hang on. You're going fast. Kareem Hunt over, Pacheco under. I'll build a full card. Go
ahead. Jacoby Myers over receiving yards.
Myers, 53. Okay.
I like Brock Bowers over his receiving yards. Kelce over his receiving yards.
Yep. Got this.
And I also like Hopkins 3.5 receptions. I like the over a lot there. And I mean, like, I'm not going to tell you to take the Xavier Worthy longest, but I do like the Xavier Worthy longest a lot.
At 18.5?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hit that. And then if I had to pick one more, I like Amir Abdullah's receiving yards.
Just make sure you safety it, just in case what's his face Worthy doesn't hit, because he's the only one that's like less than 60%.
All right, I'm safety in a 8 piece
Did
here.
you bet Kelce anytime touchdown disco?
What's up, Carlos?
Oh, hell yeah.
Which RB do I start? Kyren, Chuba, Bijan, Kyren, and Bijan easy for me, bro. I mean, I know Chuba has a good matchup, but you got to think that Jonathan Brooks is going to get more than 2 carries. That was his first game. They got to start working him in at some point, I think. I'm not sitting Bijan ever, and Kyren Williams has too good of a matchup. I'm going to grab Trey McBride here. We're going to play really late wide receiver here, which is very dangerous. What's good, Seba? What's up, Stafford? Would I roll with Stafford or JD5? I mean, JD5 was my QB1 last week. Absolutely nailed that, but I don't like JD5 versus Tennessee. He's still hard to sit, though, because he gives you crazy rushing upside. I mean, I'm going to grab Garrett Wilson, although I don't like it. I do love Stafford a lot versus the Saints. They give up a ton of points to the quarterback. They give up a ton of points to the wide receiver, to the running backs. They traded away Lattimore. I mean, Stafford is the safe play. JD5 is like your high upside play. Just to, like, if you look at your matchup and you think he's got you, then I would roll JD5. If you think you have him in hand, I would roll Stafford. Carson says, Sleazeball, which kicker should I pick up? I have Bass right now. I'm staying away. You should grab the kicker right now in the game right now. I just grabbed him in my Monster League.
I got news.
What do you got? Matt Wright.
Isaiah Pacheco, full go, no limitations.
Isaiah Pacheco, full go, no limitations. That is just scary. I still don't think they're going to use it at full. But if you don't have Matt Wright available, I like Chase McLaughlin a lot, Carson. EB says Ingram or Otten. Otten has such a good matchup, but I feel like Ingram is just going to get so much volume. I got to go with Evan Ingram over Otten, even though Otten plays the worst team versus the tight end. Got a consensus? Oh, Reed, 100%. Reed was one of my favorite targets in fantasy football. This is why right here, bro. Look at Reed's stretch to the playoffs, man. Detroit, terrible versus wide receiver. Seattle, terrible versus wide receiver. Saints, Minnesota, all top 10, worst versus the wide receiver. I'm going to snag Marvin Harrison. We're going to go for a stack. Got you, Carlos. Thank you. Thank you. Justin says Vele or Hopkins. I don't trust Vele. Vele had a big game last game because the matchup was perfect for him. And if you follow like D-Bro on Twitter and Big Draft Energy, he talked about it on stream as well. That was like the Vele game. I'm still going D-Hop over him. Jamie says, in addition...
It's a similar situation where he's facing too high. So I like Vele as a smash tertiary play this week again. If we're talking about too high, Cliff plays too high 70% of the time.
Over D-Hop?
Yeah.
Oof. That's risky for me. He likes Vele over D-Hop. I think I'd still go with D-Hop. Touchdown of 7. It could be. Jeremy says, in addition to the Vikings, which I have been using all year, here are the other on the waivers: Cards, Seahawks, Colts, Texans, Bucks. So you could go, definitely Bucks versus Carolina is a nice one. Or you could go, I'm starting the Colts versus New England as well in my league. Man, these wide receivers, I waited a long time here, bro. Let's go with Ladd. This is a rough lineup right now. Otten or Taysom Hill, Justine. So when it comes to Taysom Hill, I say this every time. If you like the gamble, that's up to you. I never recommend starting Taysom Hill. I know he popped 40 and the highest score ever. He's probably, 6 points or 40. I'd probably still go Taysom, but it's just risky. It's just always a risk factor. Smash the likes, everybody. Thank you, Moet. If you guys have any questions, we got 3 panelists in here that are answering as well. So fire away. I got about 40 minutes till the game starts here. Then I'm going to watch the game and I'm going to make my smash start videos, looking at my sleepers for the week. It's going to be a lot different though with, Matt Wright, I like a lot. So this is my very expensive fantasy football league right here. And I'm rolling out Matt Wright right here. And I dropped Jason Sanders before the game to grab Matt Wright. And I benched Keenan Allen for Reed, but it's fine. They were close. Keenan Allen went absolutely bonkers yesterday.
So
all right.
DJ Moore.
I know. So Bandit, what? Oh, let's see. I'm 1 away. Let me get my last. We're going to roll out Kyler, bro. I'm rolling out a full card stack here. Marvin, Trey, Kyler. I'm with it. Join it. Dude, Vegas gives away the most points to the kicker, man. So let me pull up my kicker chart. Look at this. And you're in KC. You know that KC defense is going to show up lights out versus the Raiders. So the Raiders on the season right now give up 11.1 kicker points per game, which is 31st in the NFL, which is second last. Right there is exactly why I love the play. Hop into a splash with me, Bandit. I'm going to join another one. And then at about...
Making me deposit this guy.
Always depositing. So I'm going to go Amir Abdullah over the receiving. I like this a lot. Since CD and Neighbors are already filled my wide receiver spots, I'm starting Bijan and Kyren. Should I flex Chuba or T. Higgins? I mean, Chuba's the better play. Chuba's the safe play. I guess you need the upside play, though, because you played CD and Neighbors, right? So you're already, in the hole. Man, who do you like, Chuba or T. Higgins, guys? If you're already down. Chuba could have a big game, too.
I also like T. Higgins. I think T. Higgins can have a big game. If you're down, T. Higgins is the ultimate ceiling play, so I'd go with him.
Yeah, I'd go with T. Higgins also.
Yeah, if you need the big play, I'm going T. Higgins. I mean, Chuba can get 20 though too. He's playing Tampa. That's a great matchup. But
yeah, for sure.
I just don't know how it's going to look with Brooks.
Jamar
Like, is
Chase
Brooks going
gets
to come
shut
out
down,
more? Seba, if
That's
Mooney's on your waivers, yeah, you should grab it. But who you dropping for him? First off, what's good, Diego? I can't I can't decide between these two as well. Trying to grab players with good schedules for playoffs. That's how I trade every time, Seba. I'm always about week 9 or 10 looking for how the playoff schedule looks, and I'm trying to get the best matchups there is. Jaden Reed was one of them that I've been talking about for a minute. Taysom or Otton? I'm going Taysom. I hate recommending that. It's always a gamble, I know, but if you watch the Coach Speak Index, did you guys see this at all?
No.
Bandit. Okay, watch this.
I saw it and I'm ignoring it so heavily. I mean, I ignored Jonathan Smith and because I'm a fucking hater. But like, yeah, I'm ignoring the Taysom Hill like hype, even though it's a good matchup.
So here, listen to this.
Go Rams. So congratulations to the Rams.
Oh wait. Okay, here you go. Here's Taysom Hill's workload update. If you don't follow Coach Speak Index on Twitter, you definitely should.
Yeah.
I'll play it in the background.
Yeah, it's a fair question because he has dealt with some of that. I think our usage with him these last couple of weeks is really what we're kind of trying to trend towards. A little bit of everything, not too much of anything. And listen, he's obviously a huge part of what we do. I said it after the game, and I'll say it again. The more he's on the field, the more effective we've been. And all the times I've been here, there's that fine line between getting him too much and not enough. And so we got to do a good job of managing that. And I thought Clint and the staff the last couple of weeks, I think his usage has been really, really good. And obviously he helps us on special teams as well. He has a 42-yard kick return. I mean, and so, I think sprinkling him a little bit everywhere is where we're at our best.
What's been...
That's why it's hard to sit Taysom Hill, even though it's so risky to me. But I'm taking him over Otton. I like Otton's matchup. I would keep Pittman in, bro. I think Pittman's gonna have a big game here as well. Even though he might draw a lot of Chris Gonzalez, I still like him. Nick Chubb, ETN, or Tank? Is that Tank? Oh, Tank Dell. Oh, Tank Dell is such a good matchup. I just feel like it's Nico Collins weak, but I'd go Tank Dell still over Nick Chubb and ETN. Sipa says I have an open spot. Coleman is there also. I believe he's on your waiver wire vid this week. Coleman was, but if Mooney's on your waiver wire, I like Mooney over Coleman for sure. Like 100%, not even close. Did I really? Oh, I did. Okay. Are you in the splash band?
Me on the waiver wire? What? Am I? I thought I did.
3 of 5. Yeah. Going against.
I'm just going to say this.
Go ahead.
If Young Coleman plays, I have him for 20 to 25 points. Either him or Curtis Samuel. It's going to be one of them.
In a 3-foot snow game?
Hell yeah.
Oof. I don't like that. It's just like the Steelers Cleveland game, man. I don't like any of the wide receivers if it's snowing. But he could.
You didn't like Laporte and you didn't like Reed, and I was right. But I mean, I'll gladly keep this receipt as well. No problem.
I said start Laporte. I just said I don't love him. I didn't like not like Reed. I just didn't like him over Keenan Allen. EB says Russ or CJ Stroud. God, dude, I like Russ a lot this week. CJ Stroud has a great matchup, but he's struggling. This could be, his unleashed game, or it could be the game where Joe Mixon just runs over the Jaguar terrible run defense too. I mean, Russ is going to have to score to keep up. I like Russ a lot more than I like CJ Stroud. Therese says Ingram, Judy, or Connors in my flex. God, Judy gets a tough matchup. Probably will draw PS2 a little bit, but PS2 didn't do very good on Jacoby Myers either. James Conner just played terrible. He has a tough matchup. Man, who do you guys like out of Evan Ingram, Judy, or Connors? I really don't like flexing 2 tight ends, but
I'll say this: if Trevor Lawrence plays, I love Evan Ingram this week and every week Trevor Lawrence plays as the quarterback, because the splits with Christian Kirk out are just undeniable. Like, he is absolutely incredible.
And they just locked in that Trevor Lawrence is playing. So I would go Evan Ingram as well.
Yeah, probably.
Must-win weekend, Russ or AR? I like Russ a lot this week. I like AR as well, but I have Russ ranked higher. I'm going to go with Russ over AR5 this week. What happened, Sean, if I skipped you? My bad, bro. Patty or AR against a juggernaut team? You're up so far. Patty or AR5? Who do you like?
Anthony Richardson for sure.
I think it's going to be more of a run-heavy game for the Chiefs, but
I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
I like Anthony Richardson as well. It's freaking super close. I have him 12 and 13, Sean. So, I mean, they're 50-50 for me, right on the spot. I'd go for AR for the rushing upside, though. What's up, Emo? Plus 135 leg. Mahomes, 1 passing TD, 200 passing yards. Chiefs money line. Raiders plus 28.5. Under 62.5. The only thing I'd be worried about is Mahomes' passing yards, man. They could just pound the run. The Raiders really struggle versus the run. They're good versus the pass. I like
I
it.
think the Chiefs are gonna win by like 3 points.
You think it's going to be close?
I think it's gonna be a very close game. Yes.
Okay. I mean, I could see that. They usually do weird stuff in these games like this.
Exactly.
Steve says, Bucks defense is being held hostage in my league. Any other defense you think they're grabbing for the playoff stretch? So I've grabbed Buffalo for week 15 and 16. I've grabbed the Ravens for week 15. And that's just off the top of my head. Let's go like this. Saints for next week. If you could grab them right now, they play the Giants. You've seen the Giants. They're fucking the worst team in football. So week 14, if you can get a double banger, there's not a lot of them. But when you go like week 15 for the playoffs, I believe the Chargers get good down the stretch too. Chargers get Denver, New England. That's not bad. Bengals get Tennessee, Cleveland. That's nice for 15 and 16, although Tennessee's coming on. I think that's about it. I don't like any of the rest of them. I like if you can grab the Ravens ahead for week 15 right now, do it, because that's going to win you your playoff matchup right there. Bo Nix or Joey Burrow. It's so hard to say sit Joe Burrow. I mean, I know you get the Pittsburgh Steelers in a tough matchup, but Joe Burrow is QB2 on the year. You got to play your superstar stud. He's too many weapons. They're balling. You've already probably talked about a start Pacheco. I mean, depends on who over, Raul. It's like they said, full go, no limitations. I don't know if I believe that. I truly believe that they'll use him at like a 30-40%, but he could definitely fall in the end zone. I mean, the Raiders, that's where they struggle, is the run. Who are your options, Raul, that's going over? Anthony says pick 2 for flex, standard scoring, McLaurin, BTJ, McBride. McBride has always got to be out there no matter what. If I had to choose between McLaurin and BTJ, I like BTJ in the matchup better than I like McLaurin's. Diego, just wanted to say you become one of my favorite fantasy channels this year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here before you blow up, champ. Keep grinding. Thank you, my man. Means the world, brother. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the subs. Everything has been amazing. What pick are you, Bandit? You're not even in, Bandit.
What?
I'm in the $3 splash. You're not in it at all.
What? Did I not queue? I guess not.
All right, so how about this now? So we got a little time here. Do you like Noah Gray? Any props, Disco? Anything?
No.
22
yards, 2.5 receptions.
So sorry, can you repeat the prop?
Degenerates, please.
Do you like anything for Noah Gray?
What are the props?
So his props are low. They're 22 yards, 2.5 receptions, and he's been seeing 5 catches a game.
Yeah, I would say the receptions I like, but like it's so volatile. Like you might as well just bet on the Juju Smith-Schuster over on his longest reception at that point.
I know, right? I don't know if I trust him at all, but
Sleep.
Yeah, I bet
80 tickets already. Stop being a degenerate.
I'm not betting on that or the Juju Smith-Schuster prop for what it's worth.
okay.
But not Brock Bowers. Michael Mayer. I like his receiving yards prop a lot.
I know, right? It's at, what is it, 15? No,
I thought it was at 10.
Oh, it's gone. It's only 1.5 receptions and longest reception.
What's the longest reception at?
9.5.
Yeah, I like the over a lot on that.
You like the over on Mayer. Okay, he takes Josh Allen first. I am going to take Saquon Barkley once. I don't have him in any of these. Oh, what's up, Angel? I don't ever say to start Noah Gray. I don't trust it. I know that he's popped off last week, but I'm going with the guy that's out there on the field the whole time, Njoku for sure. When I grab Cincy, I like Cincy's defense the rest of the way, but Cleveland's kind of good. It will be a cold game. So, I mean, if that's your best option, I'm not against it. If you could get Buffalo versus New England, that's the one I'm really targeting because that's division rival game, cold snow game. They're always low scoring. That's the one I'm looking for in Week 16. No, a 9.5 longest for Mayor. Well, I'll do that in a different card. Let's make Aaron Jones and Kyren. I like both those smash starts, 100%. Even though Aaron Jones is always risky to me, but I'm going to go with Kels over. We're going to drop a 20 bomb on this one. And
I think I'm just going to straight up take Barkley under his rushing yards.
Under? I can't.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Thank you for the sub, Angel.
I've taken him over in every single game this season. But eventually, he's cashed me almost every time, but eventually he's going to go under, and this is the matchup to go under.
I cannot, by any means, take Saquon under. He can rack any play to the house. This guy's out of his mind, bro.
I think I'm going to do it. They're going to bump this line up, and in the next couple of days, get it to like 96.
I just got Barkley, Kamara, and Hall. Addison or Amari Cooper or Nkene Westbrook. Addison was just wide receiver 1 on the week, which was absolutely bonkers that Justin Jefferson has done nothing, which is crazy to me. But, I mean, if Amari Cooper and there's no snow and the game looks fine, I like it. But the pictures I've seen in Buffalo are just terrible. I don't know what it's going to look like come Sunday. Westbrook, Nkene, I don't trust. Oh shit, I didn't even know I was live on Twitch, bro. I shouldn't be. God damn it, why does this double setup like that?
Low Colorado, let's go.
I'm gonna grab Drake for disco right here. I didn't know I was even live on Twitch, Dodger. Steve says, gonna experience buy him again in week 14, trying to see if I can save myself 8 teams on a buy in week 14. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. Watson, we just talked about this like 5 times. It's like a coin flip to me. I'd go Pacheco still over Hunt for me. You got to go with the big play. Mike Evans. All right, we'll take Evans here. Thank you for the subscription, Watson. Welcome. I mean, Hunt probably 12 carries. Pacheco probably 10, 12 carries. Either one of them could fall in the end zone. The matchup is great versus the Raiders. It's the worst time to have this question because I have, Pacheco and Hunt in so many leagues of mine, and I'm rolling out Pacheco. Angel says Josh Allen or Russell Wilson. It's got to be Josh Allen still. You can never bench Josh Allen. I don't even care if it's a snow game. If there's any quarterback that can do it in a snow game, we've seen it before. It's Josh Allen. And 49ers are beat up across the board right now. So, I mean, snow or not, I'm still rolling out Allen with confidence. I did not know I was even live on Twitch. How do I turn it off midstream? I guess I just have to wait. Let's see here. QB play. I don't have any of those guys. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf. We're in. I like Marvin. Let's take the top off here. He says, Sleazeball, I might not get Houston's defense, so I have Tampa Bay or Oh, dude, Tampa Bay has one of the best stretches you can get for a defense. Let me get this pick in, and I'll peep it real quick. I'm going to go Ingram. So, look at this. If I go Tampa, not only they get Carolina, it's going to be tough versus the Chargers, then you get Dallas and Carolina again. That's why and they got New York, Carolina, Vegas. I mean, Panthers are solid for the stretch, except for just week 15. Start 2. This is the same question, Ortiz. I'm going Stevenson for sure, and I think I'm going to go Pittman. I don't know if I'm going to trust Pacheco when you have better options. If it's like Pacheco and Hunt, then it's like a coin flip for me. But I'm definitely going to go with the guys that I know that are out there first. Hang on, let me grab this last pick here. Quarterback, huh? Baker Mayfield. I'm going to go upside Anthony Richardson bomb. Pacheco or Brian Robinson? I'm going Brian Robinson. You're going to get more volume. I know Pacheco has the better matchup, but I just don't trust it. I only like the Pacheco like over the Kareem Hunt because I just think he might have a better day than Kareem Hunt. That's like the only guy I really like Pacheco over. I don't know if he's going to get a full workload. I don't know how it's going to look. I think he's going to play probably 30-40% snaps. I really need this win. I might have to win outright and still might not make the playoffs. This is the crunch time. Oh, you're talking about this week. Oh yeah, I'm taking Tampa Bay over Seattle for sure, and Houston. I like that. I don't like Juan Jennings, Abe Jew. I like Marvin Harrison. I like, if I had to go, I'm staying away from the Niners-Bills game. B-Rob, Marvin Myers. I like Marv out of those three. If I had to pick one more, man, Myers saw a good game last week. Do you like Myers over B-Rob at all? Disco or Bandit?
No.
I think I'd go B-Rob and I'd go Marv is what I think.
I'd go B-Rob and Marv, yeah.
I know they said full go, no limitations, but do you really think they're going to full go, no limitations against the Raiders?
They also said that Puka Nacua would be playing, 4 snaps, and he got fucking 800 yards that one game, so I don't even listen to that shit anymore.
I know, but with Andy Reid, it's different, and this is a major injury. Like, this kind of ruined Jalen Waddle's career. So, I mean...
He's built different, though.
I know, and he runs different. He could be hurt in the same play.
Yeah.
Can you post your drafter cards in Discord? Yeah, I will. Or actually, I can show you them here. I'll pull them up. I'm gonna do another one here in a minute too. So we hit actually really good yesterday on the Thanksgiving games. It was crazy. Me, Disco, and Michael Ripe. I think almost 8 of 9 of ours hit yesterday. Posted in general. That's what I have so far on there. All right, let's pull back here. Pacheco or Connor from Brunson? I gotta say Connor still, man. I know Pacheco has a better matchup. I just gotta wait one game and see. I think it's still gonna be a split between him and Kareem Hunt. And then, I mean, Pacheco has a great chance to fall in the end zone. Seba says, think Titans versus Jacksonville is a good defense this week for week 14. No, I don't like Titans versus Jacksonville. They could be all right. I don't like them. 49ers defense, it's such a tough schedule coming. You can drop them unless it's Dynasty. I'm not dropping them in Dynasty. But their schedule coming, or our schedule coming as a Niner fan, is absolutely brutal. So Chicago's been playing lights out.
I don't think the Titans are playing Jacksonville. I think the Titans are playing Washington.
They're playing Washington, yeah.
Houston's playing Jacksonville.
Yeah. Chicago, Rams, Miami, Detroit. Those are all tough matchups for the Niner D. And they're just beat up across the board, too. I mean, if we could get Hufanga back out there, get Greenlaw back out there, get Bosa healthy. Fred Warner playing with a fractured foot all year long like a psycho. So, I mean... Glad I started the Cowboys D. I started the Cowboy D everywhere yesterday. It was absolute gold, baby. I loved it. I mean, the Giants. So that's what I'm saying. If you're looking ahead right now and you're looking at week 14 and you have an open spot on your roster right now, go grab the Saints defense. If you're looking to the playoffs and looking ahead, go grab the Ravens defense for week 15. Target whatever you can with the New York Giants because that offense is done. I mean, it's absolutely atrocious. And everyone thought that he was going to come in and Drew Lock was going to save the day.
No belief in Drew Lock.
Good. So week 16, grab Atlanta. Week 17, grab Indy. Those are the plays right there. Abe says, drop Pittsburgh for Tampa Bay. I don't know if I drop the Pittsburgh defense is almost like you don't drop them. They're matchup proof kind of defense. Let's see. So I know they get Cincy like, oh yeah, you can drop the Pittsburgh defense. You're right, 100%. Philly, Baltimore, KC, yeah, you can drop them. Those are super tough matchups. Bandit, what's your number one lock of the game? Disco, what's your number one lock of the game?
Bowers receiving yards.
Bowers receiving. Disco, what's your favorite lock?
So, sorry, tough to go in and out of mute while I'm driving. I like Kelsey's receiving yards.
Everybody's tied in heavy. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only things I like today. And Kelsey touchdown.
Okay. I'm going to put a 25 spot on that. Kelsey and Bowers. Okay. I do like Amir Abdullah's receiving a lot. I'm going to build another crazy full piece here. So Amir Abdullah, 21.5 receiving, I think is an absolute lock. I'm going to go
Is
with
Madison and Zamir both out? I know Zamir's out. Is Madison out?
they're both out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sincere McCormick has got a prop up for 21.5 rushing yards for the Raiders.
Who?
Sincere McCormick. DeAndre Hopkins. I do like the receptions call. I do like. Man, I don't know if the longest reception for Myers, I could ride that. 2.5 receptions for Gray, I could ride that. Big Al with the $2 holler. What's crack-a-lack-a-lackin'? Pacheco, bro. I'm staying away from the 49ers Bills game, especially in the snow weather, man. I know Pacheco could be tempered, but I'd still rather take the safe play than a play where it's just ugly weather in Buffalo. So look at this right here. So if I go and I show you, let's go to who has CMC if I remember. Okay. Oh, I can't. Okay. Let's go AccuWeather. Okay. Let's go. Buffalo, New York. Okay. So, how do I change the day? But, I mean, if you look at any pictures right now in Buffalo, it is absolutely lights out. I would be grabbing Angel right now. If he's on your waiver wire, stash him on your IR spot, Harrison Bucker. If he's not available, Chase McLaughlin has one of the best kicking stretches here coming forward. Drop Brooks or Vidal. If it's a keeper league or anything like that, I wouldn't say drop Brooks, but I think you can drop Brooks. I mean, it doesn't look like he's going to be playing anytime soon. Okay. How do I change the day here to see the weather at a different day? Monthly, hourly, daily. Okay. So right now in Buffalo for the weekend, there is a lake effect snow warning, and the lake is right next to the stadium, by the way. I don't trust Abdullah at all, George, by the way. So snowfall tomorrow, 1 to 3 inches. Friday afternoon snowfall, which is today. And there's snowfall tomorrow looking ahead. I'm staying away from everything in the Buffalo 49ers game.
Two things. One, right now, if you use code Black Friday 24, all caps, and the number 24 on drafters, you'll get a 50% deposit match. Bandit, I know you just deposited that.
What?
Secondly, last time we saw the lake warning in effect, they had to postpone that playoff game between Pittsburgh and Buffalo. So that tells you a lot about what the lake snowfall effect can and look like over there. Speaking of that, it's starting to snow here. Great.
There we go. I just took the bonus. $100 plus 50. Hit me. I'm going Pacheco, though. Bo Nix. I'm staying away from the Niner game, man. Bo Nix. We just looked at the weather, bro. Look at this. How would you want to start anybody in this game right here? So right now, it says there's 5 to 7 inches on the ground already, 1 to 3 inches to drop today, 1 to 3 inches to drop, and snow all day tomorrow. So that's almost
the running backs.
It's almost a foot of snow going on in the Niners game, bro. No, thank you.
James Cook and CMC.
Yeah, that's your starts. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Josh Allen still, he'll run. He always grinds through the snow. That guy's a psycho. I
still like Debo. I like Debo and his usage. Like,
yeah, true. You're right.
Think about the spring game, the run game. I still like Debo a lot. I even like him more now.
He's been so up and down. Okay, here you go. Here is the field right now for the Buffalo 49ers game. That is what the fucking stadium looks like 12 hours ago. What are we talking about here? I'm fucking not starting anyone from the Niners game except for the running game. Okay, so I have a mirror, 2.5 reception. I don't know if I like the Noah Gray, man. It's just risky with him. I'm gonna take him out. I'm gonna go with Matt. Can Daniel Carlson get 5 kicker points, guys? 5.5?
I think so. Very easily. I'm not betting on it, but yeah.
I'm gonna go
I
with
think that could be fair.
Carlson over. I'm gonna go with.
Dude, Sleaze is just grinding tickets.
Also, I just put 100 on Jacoby Myers' first touchdown.
Ooh, okay. First of the game.
First touchdown.
What about Aiden O'Connell over 214 passing? What is Kansas City giving up a game? Is that an outlier at all, Disco? Do you know off your head?
Give me a sec. I'm just parked waiting for the web so I can actually pull it up.
They're giving up 225.7, 214. That's not an outlier.
So let's
Yeah, definitely not an outlier.
I do like.
You were asking what game? So the last 4 weeks, what's 940 divided by 4?
About 230. I'm that good at math.
That's what.
Okay, but also, I know it's an outlier, but look at this. So, the one game that he played fully this year was versus Pittsburgh, which is also a very good defense, and he had 227 passing yards. So, it's definitely doable.
Yeah, well, that's 235 yards, and we just saw them get carved up by Bryce Young. And I do like Jacoby Myers a lot here. I think it's doable. I'm just not willing to bet on it personally.
I agree. I'm playing the tight ends, and I'm good with that. So,
Yep, that's what
it's definitely doable, though.
Pacheco's rushing yards is going up now.
Yeah, I'm going under. I'm like the higher it goes, the more I want to go under.
I like that. Angel Cameron Dicker is my kicker number 1 on the week. The Atlanta Falcons are very good in the red zone. They're one of the best red zone defenses, and it's crazy what their record is. But I like McLaughlin a lot. So, I mean, that's my. So if I go here, I think it's my 1 and 2. Let's see.
Great. The new GoDaddy Arrow has AI marketing tools to help
win. Yeah. Still, I'm gonna my kicker 1, Cameron Dicker, my kicker 2, Chase McLaughlin. Put a name in a hat, fire it up, bro. Pull it out. See what you got. My streamer kicker that I like for if you guys have like a tough waiver wire is Matt Gay. He's been kicking a lot. Bo Nix or Anthony Richardson feels obviously Nix. I feel like A-Rich could have a big game here too, although Josh Downs is out, so that really hurts. So I'm definitely going to say Bo Nix just because he's on fire. Kickoff is in 7 minutes. Let's go. We fired up so many cards. What do you got?
What about I'm in a 2 QB league.
Okay.
Bo Nix, Drake May, or Joe Burrow. Pick 2. I'm thinking Nix and Burrow.
Nix and Burrow, yeah.
But May is also playing Indy.
I know. I still don't trust it.
All right.
I mean, Joe Burrow, you can't sit, bro. I don't care who he's playing.
Yeah, I mean, and then Nix is also almost on a you can't sit right now too.
Yeah. The game that's gonna be sick is the Cowboys Bengals Monday night next week. I think Chase is gonna go for 500. Gonna go
in one quarter and then sit the rest of the game.
Bonkers. All right, I think that's all the pick'ems I'm doing. You got any pick'ems you like for the rest of the week while we're at it? Like 5 minutes left. Any locks you got? Have you looked ahead?
I haven't.
So I like Kyler's passing a lot.
Of course I have.
I like Marvin at 50.5 receiving yards. I think that's absolutely bonkers that he's that low.
I like Terry McLaurin's under.
I like Terry McLaurin under as well. I think Joe Mixon's going to crush 79.5 rushing yards. What do you like, Disco?
Justin Jefferson over 81.5 receiving yards.
Yep.
Mixon over his rushing yards. Marvin Harrison Jr. over 49.5. BTJ over his longest reception at 22.5. And Evan Ingram receiving yards at 46.5, and Trey McBride receptions at 5.5. Those are the ones I absolutely like.
AJ
I
Brown.
also,
No love for
yeah,
AJ
I like
Brown and the Eagles.
I
Yeah,
love AJ Brown. Yeah.
I like AJ Brown's longest reception, and I like Jamar Chase's longest reception. But I will also say this: like the completions percentage is perfect for Bo Nix over 18.5 passing completions, and I also like the over on Demario Douglas' longest reception as well, and Jonathan Taylor's rushing yards.
yeah. I think JT's bounce back week is here. I do.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, I have him as I believe I have him as a top 5 RB this week. If not, he should be.
What about Pat Fryermuth at 26 yards versus the Bengals?
I like George Pickens' longest reception. I also like Chase Brown's rushing yards. I think it's criminally low. If we look at the one weakness Pittsburgh Steelers have, it is against zone runs predominantly, and that's where
Zone scheme.
Chase Evans. That's where Chase Evans gets a lot of his production and a lot of usage and work is the zone. So I like his rushing yards a lot. What's it at now?
66.
Yeah, I'm smashing the over on that all day. I absolutely love that.
Okay. Abe Drew says last minute word about B-Rob. B-Rob's going to be out there, but he's practiced twice in a row. I would go Devontae and B-Rob. John says if you have the Denver defense, would you drop them week 16 and 17 matchups? They are tough. It is a tough defense to pick up. I'd be looking for the Bills week 16 and 17 if you can grab them. The Ravens week 15 for your if you're in round 1. I also like the Indianapolis Colts week 17 versus the Giants. And I forget who the Giants play week 16, but you want to target everybody that plays the Giants. I like Ridley there, Abe Jew. I've liked Ridley for like 4 weeks straight. What was I going to look up? New York Giants. Okay. So this is what you need to target. So if you can hold it, the Atlanta defense week 16 at Atlanta versus Giants, they're doomed. Indy, Baltimore week 15. This is your gold play right here. That's why I've been trying to grab Baltimore everywhere I can if they're on the wire. And if you need to win next week, you should be looking to pick up the New Orleans Saints defense right now if you have an open spot on your roster because they're going to get the Giants. K9 over Connor, 100%. 100%. I don't think that's close. Connor's got a very tough matchup. Trey Benson's outrushed him the past 2 games. Trey Benson's trying to cut into his timeshare. Connor's heading to age 30. We're getting late in the season. It looks like it's big bruising back time. But Connor's losing snaps. So, I mean, he might just be wearing down kind of right here is what I'm looking at when I look at the stats. So, like, look, he was playing 80, 80, 79. Now he's playing 48, 54, 69. So you can see that the age gap is trying to, even though he's getting 20 points, which is still James Conner football, you get the Minnesota Vikings, so I'm staying away. Start MHJ. I like MHJ a lot, Savvy. MHJ, I like him to bounce back big this week. Jonnu, Bates, and Dallas D got me a great start. Oh, you're vibing. You're vibing. It's going to be a tough matchup versus McDuffie either way for Jacoby, but I know you get Aiden O'Connell back. He targets him a lot. I like the matchup versus Minnesota Vikings too much for Marvin Harrison Jr. So, like here, Minnesota Vikings, they're 31st versus the wide receiver. Give up 41.3 points and the most yards in the NFL to the wide receiver position. So, I love that matchup a ton, even though it's been a struggle. I have Baker drop Kyler for the Baltimore defense. I definitely wouldn't drop Kyler Murray. That's crazy talk. I would drop someone else. The Cardinals have such a good schedule coming ahead. They're smash play all the way, Abe Drew, from here. So, like, for the past 3-4 weeks here in all my videos, I've been saying, buy low on all the Cardinals because their schedule is just gold. Look at this. So, if I go Kyler Murray, now you get Minnesota, who's it's going to show red, but they give up the most pass yards. Seattle, New England, Carolina, Rams. You're starting Kyler Murray in every single game with confidence. Gibbs and ARSB sold, dude. They did. I can't do Gibbs. What? It was a Montgomery revenge game, so you knew he was going to get more touches. But the fumble, he looks so explosive, man. It's crazy. I never trust Noah Gray, the Reese. No way. I know he got 2 touchdowns last week, and people get excited off one game. He's not even playing enough snaps to be relevant. 50%, 5 targets, back-to-back 2 touchdown games. I don't trust it. But that's it. It's game time, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the super chats. I will be live again probably tomorrow, maybe gaming a little bit, but then Sunday we'll have our Sunday morning show. It is game time. I'm taking the Chiefs 31-20 over the Raiders. And I'm out. I'll answer it real quick. Should I pick up Arizona defense? I would. I like Arizona defense going forward a lot. Baker's schedule is great too, but you get a higher rushing upside with Kyler Murray. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys on Sunday. Thanks for hanging out. Let's go, Chiefs.